Alright guys, so this week I'm going to speak about the Bitcoin shorts I took and how I managed them in order to be able to close at break-even, even though I was wrong on my idea. And also I'll speak about what am I expecting right now on Bitcoin. So first of all, we need to see that we are inside a range. So once we get above the highs of the range and we reject with momentum, we need to see the next continuation with momentum too. We don't want to see a huge consolidation closing above bearish PDR rise, right? After we took this low, I was expecting another continuation like this, right? So once we started to go above this H4 fair value gap, I wanted to see this continuation playing. This was also an SMT with Ethereum. I saw that this wasn't really bearish, so I decided to close my short. And yeah, I was in a loss with Bitcoin, but I also sorted Solana. This was the setup, and also the Binance coin, and this was the setup. I didn't get the full TP because we didn't take this draw of liquidity. We left equals and we went straight for my trailed stop loss. So you can see that I was speaking about Solana before it happened, also about BNB, and once we took the Bitcoin high again, I wanted to see this daily fair value gap being disrespected in order to enter again, and we can see that we used that daily fair value gap to go higher. So we can see that I said I was closing my shorts. Also, I left a proof that I'm not a LARP, and if I say I'm closing in profits, it's because I'm closing in profits. I'm not going to lie about taking a loss because that's very normal for a trader and that shouldn't be a problem. So after all that, I sent this inside the Telegram channel, and with this message I wanted to share what I'm going to show now. And yeah, this was the confirmation. We saved money closing early. So right now we need to have in mind that we are inside a consolidation again. In the case we weren't in a consolidation anymore, as I said, we need momentum from here. If we start to range for a lot of time here after taking this first draw of liquidity, that's a bad signal. So right now, what I'm expecting, as I said on Twitter, is going higher, probably into this monthly fair value gap we have above the current high. That will be around the 80k zone. So also we have this week high right here. So right now we need to understand that we are inside a consolidation and we can do much around here. There's nothing high probability in order to bet big. So right now I'm going to wait till we take these highs, and after that, if we break, I'm going to enter again here targeting these lows and the 49k lows. And also if we give another confirmation, I'll short again. So when I was trading this setup, I knew this high wasn't a very strong high because we didn't range that much before taking it, but after this continuation with momentum, it was worth it to give it a try, at least till we sweep these lows. Why? Because it could be very possible to see something like this playing out, right? This time price decided it wants to leave this liquidity again before going lower, and we are heading to the highs. I don't think the bottom has been created, just because if you notice, when we are in an uptrend, we see many manipulations and we leave liquidity above the highs. Same here, we were taking the lows constantly and leaving all this liquidity for later. And right now we are seeing the opposed playbook. We are seeing highs taken and liquidity in the lows not being taken. So we can expect the same to happen. Also, I closed because at that point Ethereum was leaving these equal highs and I wasn't very comfy because it would likely sweep these highs again. And also we had this weekly fair value gap just a bit above the last high we made, so I'm waiting the same for Ethereum. Something like this would be a setup I'd take 100 times. So these are my thoughts right now on Bitcoin, and if you want to see how I trade this live, you can join the Telegram channel. I leave the link in the description, and see ya.